Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to my high tunnel today. It is a beautiful 95 degrees in here today. So while it may be very much still spring outside, snow still melting away off the garden. Not there yet, but it's 95 degrees in my high tunnel, and that means that very, very soon I'm gonna start planting out these garden beds. So what I've done to prepare for that is I took as much snow as I could shovel, maybe 3 or 4 inches of snow day before yesterday, and I piled it on top of all of my beds to reintroduce some moisture into them and some added nutrients from the snow before I go ahead and start planting some spring crops. And the soil is beautiful, ready to go. So this weekend I'm going to be planting some kale, cauliflower, Swiss chard, broccolini, and other crops out here. I'm going to use some of these metal rakes here to do a low tunnel inside of my high tunnel with some insulated cloth. Now, I may take it off during the day because it's getting really, really hot in here, and then put it back on at night just because it is still getting down into the high 20s, low 30s at night, so I'll want to add a little bit of protection until those seedlings acclimate to their new environment. They're inside and are about ready to be transplanted out. And along along this wall here, I have planted my peas. I'm hoping to get them up by mid-June. Now in Maine, you're considered successful if you are harvesting peas before the 4th of July. Now in order to do that, a lot of times you have to shovel the snow away and work the soil before it's really, ready to go in order to do that. But where I have a high tunnel, I got those in the ground maybe 2 weeks ago, so I am hoping to have the earliest crop of peas that I've ever had this year. And then here you'll see I am using this cut up blue barrel to melt snow into, and as it's been thawing down, I've been taking these buckets and dumping more and more in there. I want to get that bucket as full as I can for 2 main reasons. One, my hose is still frozen and won't be usable for a while, and I don't want to have to be hauling water all the way from my spigot on the side of the house down to here to water the seedlings once I get them started. So having water in here will be very convenient, and in addition to that, having a big thermal mass of water in here will help keep the temperature from dipping quite as low at night. I'm not sure if I would need more water than this 1 barrel or not to really have a large impact, but mainly I'm doing it because I don't want to haul water. Now finally, I want to talk about a challenge that my family has started this week in preparation for garden season. We are doing a 1-month pantry challenge. So what that means is that for 1 month, we are going to eat down the stores that we have from last year's garden, last year's animals, stocked up in our freezers and in our pantry. We're going to challenge ourselves to only eat out of there for 1 month in order to prepare for the garden and, replenishing that bounty in the freezer. So we're doing this for a few reasons, mainly freezer space, but also to save a lot of money. Groceries are getting more and more and more and more expensive, and I feel like we're really well prepared to deal with that. So we're going to eat down our stores. That will help us prepare for the next season of gardening. It will help inform what I plant out in the garden because I'll have a better understanding of what it is that I run out of quickest, what I wish I had more of, and what I'm going to eat because it's there and I can't go to the grocery store, but I don't necessarily love or enjoy. Also, doing this, will help reduce, our grocery bill. It's getting really absurd Just ask my husband. He's not a big fan of our grocery bill right now. Or if you wanted to do a pantry challenge yourself, I challenge you to make your own set of rules. For our rules, we are going to allow ourselves $15 a week for myself and my husband and $10 for my son at the grocery store to just restock on some very basic items that you really need for a lot of recipes. So for me, I'm going to use my $15 for ingredients for my mocha lattes. I drink those every morning. I don't want to do without those. So I'm going to be using mine on primarily chocolate milk and whipped cream and some cheese. My son it's really important to him to have fresh fruit and cheddar cheese. So that's what his funds will be going towards. And my husband's honestly probably going to be using his to continue his Jocko Go habit. So, we didn't want this to be a month of misery. We want to really enjoy this month, take it as an opportunity to try some new recipes, to branch out, to, get through our convenience go-to foods and to try some new things. So, with that, let us know if you want to join us with a pantry challenge of your own. You can come up with whatever rules you want. It's really just about, doing something as a family and saving some money. So with that, have a good day.